Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? I hope you guys are doing okay. We got some reports to talk about. How y'all feeling out here? Are y'all out there? Y'all are doing all right? So how y'all feeling out here? We got some stuff to talk about. It's so sad that these black girls are getting taken out of here left and right, left and right. One story out of another. Hey, lady, how's it going? How everybody doing up in here? We do have another live that's coming right after this. So I want to let you guys know about that. Can you guys hear me clearly? If you can hear me clearly, press 1. If you hear static, press 4. Okay, so we do have some breaking reports to talk about with this situation here. It's so sad. These 4 individuals kidnapped a black woman. Can y'all hear me? Because I hear static on my end, but I guess y'all don't hear it. Y'all don't hear static? Like I hear static because I hear static, but y'all don't hear static. Right. Okay. So I wanted to go over this story. And also what happened recently was a man and it's 20 years old. He took out this 20-year-old boy took out this woman. Now, they didn't tell us how old she was, but they want to let you guys know that they did know each other. And it was personal. And he went into Home Depot looking for her. She works at Home Depot. And he took her out of here. And people are just want you guys to know, less than every 5 hours of every single day in America, a black man shoots and kills a black female. Black femicide is real. Also, the most dangerous place in America for a black baby girl is a black little girl, a black teen girl, and a black adult girl, or a black mature woman to be in the vicinity of black man. Okay, so they pretty much are saying that black man is a danger to black women. And how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel like black men is a danger to black women? Press 10 if you feel that way. Press 15 if you do not feel that way. This is what people up here are saying about this when they hear about these cases. And we see these cases every single day. And you see a lot of people have a lot of clap back for this individual that wrote this. I can't even see the beginning. And my computer is so slow. My computer is so slow. What do you guys think about that statement? And the phone lines are open if you guys want to join in this conversation to speak about this topic. We will love that as well. If we can get some women up here, okay, or some straight men up here, either way. Okay. So why can't I look at it? Okay, so they said men need. I'm trying to see what they're replying. You see, I'm trying to see the replies. It says, until you name the problem, black men, they will continue to be a problem. Here y'all go. You bitching. But when I say I have to protect myself and be careful who I let in my space is real. So many times a black man has assaulted me and wants to do harm to me. Shaking my head, we have to protect black women by starting with ourselves. Okay. If that wasn't the biggest load of shit I've ever heard. So it's another man out here that's saying that's some shit. That's some bullshit. He feels that black men is not a danger to black women. So I need you guys to call in to clear the air to let us know what is real and what is fake out here. They said, stop being around these niggas, period. You know damn well you probably provoked them acting all innocent. Do you hear this shit? This man said the reason why these men are killing y'all is because the women out here are doing shit to provoke these men to kill them. Are you serious? Man, I tell y'all, the entitlement. But it's absolutely the truth. Even if you choose to put your head in the sand, it's facts. It's ironic how it's only a black man disagreeing with what you said when all they have to do is some evaluation. Every single of the day, someone is dying, and yours talking about every 5 hours. That's a joke. Okay, once every second, a black woman is killing or aborting a baby. No, he did not go there. Did y'all see this shit? So this nigga go come out here talking about, let's not talk about these black women aborting babies, trying to deflect that this black man just killed this black woman. He's up here, these men in his comment section talking about, well, the black woman probably provoked it. She did something to provoke this shit. So ain't that some shit? Are y'all seeing what we're talking about? Please like this video. Hey, shout out Kimberly, shout out the PR lady. Okay. Black men are supposed to be the protectors of the black women, but black men don't just kill black women at the alarming rate. They also kill other black men at just as alarming rate. This is not a gender thing and should not be treated as such. Black men need to learn emotional intelligence in order to eliminate us all being a threat to each other. The last thing we need is more division amongst us. So somebody said it's not a gender thing. It's not a sex thing. They said that black men kill black men just as high as black women. And I want to know, is that truth to that? Do you guys feel that black men kill other black men just as much as they kill black women? I want to know. I mean, I think that's an interesting point that he brought up, right? Press 20 if you feel like, yes, black men kill just as many black men as they kill black women. Press 30 if you feel like, no, it is a difference, that they take out black women more than they take out black men. Comment, let us know. And like I said, the line is at the top. You guys can call in and let us know about that. They said they are angry individuals. Riri provoked him. Girl, please. Black men killing over gangs is different than a black man getting his feelings hurt. Black femicide is real. Avoid them. Well, yeah, well, you have these men in these comment section, they bringing up all types of excuses. They said, we don't want to make it a gender thing. They are saying that, hey, black men kill another black man too. Then one of them said, well, black women are always aborting and killing these kids. So let's talk about that. So they are definitely deflecting, and you can see in the comment section, it is a lot going on. So I'm going to continue on. Please like this video, especially if you guys like this type of topic and you guys want to keep this type of topic on this channel. I definitely need your support by liking this video so we can continue on. I did a voting thing and I said, how often would you guys like me to have these type of topics? And you guys said every day. So I'm going to try my best to push one out every single day alive about a serious topic. And I would just need you guys to have the support. As long as I have the support, I will continue servicing this type of topic. Okay. How do we like the video? You like the video. I don't even know how you like it, but you just like it. Okay. I don't know what your screen looks like. I'm looking in the comment section. They said 30. They take out more women. 20. Yes, remember Cabo 6, Crips and Bloods. That's why it's always free somebody with them. How do we like the video? Another Shanquella incident done went down. Between what another Shanquella situation? Another situation? The PR lady. Did you just say another Shanquella incident went down? When did it go down? What are you talking about? The PR lady. Let me know. What are you guys talking about? You saying another Shanquella situation just went down? People are saying, well, shaking my head. And to answer your questions, no, I don't provoke anyone at all. Some men are just mean, aggressive, and cannot control their emotions. So they lash out like a 2-year-old having a tantrum, but you probably get provoked a lot, huh, woman beater? Okay, so let's talk about in August, Texas. Well, can you guys email me the situation about the another Shanquella so I can cover tomorrow? So can we talk about this emotion and these men not being able to control their emotions? And where does it come from? People say it starts, I think it starts as a child. I think most stuff starts as a child. And I want to know, what do you guys think it comes from? Do you think that men not having emotional intelligence and not having their emotions checked, do you think it comes when they're grown, or do you think it comes when they're a kid? Press what I want y'all to press. Press 50 if you feel like it starts when they're a kid. Press 55 if you feel like, you know, they develop this when they're grown, they're adult. I feel like when they're adult, they already developed and who they are. And a lot of times it's too late when they're adult. I think it has a lot to do with kids. So when they're a child and you're not checking them and disciplining them, and they don't have respect for authority, it lets you know it's not a authority figure in the household. You know, the mom or the dad is not putting their foot down where the child is respecting authority. You know, they feel like they can just do and say whatever they want to because the parents are not disciplined. And I do believe you can be disciplined. You can discipline your kids without using violence, you know? And I also think that these kids see a lot of violence. They see their mom always in a relationship with abusive men. They see their mom being abusive to other men. And I also think that plays a big part well. When your kids is around the parents and they're fighting and beating on each other and using verbal abuse towards each other, talking shit towards each other in front of the child, that weighs heavy on a child. And I know people feel like, well, they a child, they not understanding, they don't know what the hell we're talking about. Yes, they do. They do know what you're talking about. You know, it is effective, you know, so that is something that needs to be talked about so much more often. The PR lady says this. She says the root of a lot of this is poverty. We are stuck in poverty from generation to generation and a whole lot of foolery ensures. Okay. So some people feel like it's because it's poor, you know. That could be it. That could not be it. I'm not sure. PR, I would love for you to chime in on the StreamYard to come up to really explain and break that down more, your thought process on that. I think that's an interesting take. Okay, so I'm gonna play and see. I want you guys to hear what they're saying about this target.
Victim is a contract employee with Home Depot, and the alleged shooter, who is now being identified as Keith A.G. from Alabama, is in custody. Investigators tell us the suspect ran from the store as officers and deputies tried to find him around 1:30 this afternoon at the home improvement store on Davis Highway in Pensacola. They believe he ran out of options, so he called to turn himself in near the Mellow Mushroom on Bayou Boulevard. Members of the state attorney's office are on scene now talking with witnesses.
At this point, everybody in the store is being identified and talked to. And so you might think there's a lot of employees in there. And we're finding, the ones that are key witnesses, ones that are not. But until you ask them, you really don't know.
2 other people we understand have minor injuries. Deputies say the shooting was not random. So the suspect and victim did know each other. A woman shot to
All right. So they said it's not random. They do know each other. And I know they in a relationship. It got to be the ex. It got to be the ex she was Sorry, y'all. Shit. I got the cold back. The cold came back. I thought I got rid of the cold. Now the motherfucker coming back. Now I'm coughing. I can't stop coughing, y'all. Shit. Okay. Now y'all know they saying it's a cold and flu and shit going around here. Okay, so, they said that's why I stay around older people myself. That's a damn shame. So I'm going to continue reading here. And it says you failed to mention the so-called black women. Delete so-called black men at a high rate. Your comment to this point is inaccurate, just straight from emotions. So you have men in this comment section, and they are pretty much saying that Black women kill Black men at a high rate as well. So they don't see it as an issue like Black women see it. They see it as, hey, it's just equal. They're deflecting. They don't see it from the same perspective that Black women do, and they're not trying to. And it just seems like they're going to be stuck in their mentality where they just don't want to see it. They don't want to see it from nobody else's side but theirs. It says the stats are great, but where are the resources? A national crisis has been declared and resources are pouring in from. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to see what people were saying about that. I want to see some other comments here, and I apologize if my computer is so slow because it's really slow. You know, it's sickening how slow it is. And just to think this 20-year-old man, you know, his life is ruined because somebody and his father was never there. He didn't have no father in the home. I mean, can we say that? Can we say that this young man never had a dad in the home? Huh? Can we say that? What is going on? Men would never let this 50-50 thing. If that is true, GG, give the information where you can locate these factual stats. Great question. Where is the resources for DMV? Where is the resources for domestic voice? I'm not sure. There's more battered women shelters for women. All right. Well, listen, I know you guys are in the comment section, but I would love for you guys to come up on the poll. Can y'all please bring all of y'all energy just with respect and come up to the panel to speak about this? That would be such a delight. Now you say, well, can I give the stats? I have to look them up, but I'm sure they're there. I did read a while ago and I saw the information, but I can't tell you, okay, hey, this is www. But guess what? I know if you look for it, you can find it. You know, I know if you look for it, you can find it. So they're saying here, Black men need to learn how to regulate their emotions before you say this to Pacific Black man comments femicide. Fresh out of high school doing violent crimes, he should be investing in a career or a college at a 2.0. Okay, at 20. And yeah, he should have, but the parents failed him. His parents, he never had a father that taught him discipline to control your emotions. And these relationships, they get in these relationships at a very young age. And I just feel like relationships is something for you to have when you are at a mature age. And I don't know. I just feel like teenagers, they're not at a mature level to be in a serious relationship. How do you guys feel about that? I know that's not tradition. I want to know, how do y'all feel about that? Do you feel like teenagers are at a mature level to have a serious romantic relationship? I think that most of them are not. They don't even know nothing about relationships. They just mimic what they see their parents and toxic people around them, but they have no clue. The stress, they have no clue, and the risk it takes, being emotionally involved, the responsibility, being accountable, the hard work. You know, I think, no. I think a lot of young people, they are in relationships because they're lonely. They want somebody to love them and understand them. They just want to please somebody to feel validated. But I want to know, what do you guys think about it? Press 70 if you feel like teenagers are mature enough to be in a romantic relationship. Press 80 if you feel like they are not mature enough to be in a romantic relationship. And I think a lot of this stems from people getting their feelings hurt, and they don't know how to communicate, or they don't know how to exercise their emotions without hurting somebody. And that's a sad right there. It's their hormones will have them all over the place. These boys are lost because I definitely wasn't ready at the age X, Y, and Z. Many can have healthy short-term relationship. Those who are toxic will be toxic at any age without intervention. CC29, you always come up with the truth. I wish CC29 would call in. I wish you would call in and give some of that damn knowledge you got. CC29 got a lot of knowledge. I just wish they'd call in, but they ain't gonna call in. It says all teenagers making mucky each other when dating. And I guess CC29, you are right. There are some relationships that teenagers do have, and it does not result into violence. I mean, at this time, compared to teenagers that's being in relationships, compared to teenagers that's in a relationship that's violent, I mean, it's a small percentage. Listen, I'm looking at this small percentage and I'm painting a whole picture, and that's not right. So CC29, you're absolutely right. I take that statement back. I believe that a lot of young people can have mature relationships, but I just feel like a lot of them, and CC29, you're absolutely right. It has shit to do with their age. CC29 said, hell, you got old people in their 40s and 50s that do not know how to control their emotions, that are killing their wives and ex-wives. So it's not about age. It's just about individuals, period. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, he wanted to control her. Teens should focus on school and extra activities. I am a lady. Well, I'm sorry, lady. Following their friend. Well, lady, can you please call in, lady? Okay. Following their friends, want to be grown too. Outlandish behavior is universal, right? Mostly these overgrown niggas. Hello, party crashers. That is true. My 17-year-old fool too. Okay. So I'm going to keep on up here. It says, and they were emotional. And they say some emotion. They say we emotional. Okay. This is Big Johnny. Some men emotional because it was taught not to show emotions and not to care. Really, they need to exercise this. Okay, Johnny, God damn it, Johnny. Didn't Johnny hit it on the tail? And do you guys see how this works? And it works for so many things. Johnny says a lot of men are emotional and they don't know how to express their emotional in a good way because they were taught, you are a man. You don't show no damn emotion. You better not be crying, boy. Boy, you better not be crying. Yeah, you don't cry. You don't express those emotions. That's some gay shit. We don't do that. We men. Put your chest out, boy. I don't care what you say. I don't want to hear it. Keep it to yourself. Boy, don't come over here complaining like a bitch. That's what women do, complain. Keep that shit in, nigga. Be a man about it. Be a man about it. So all that forcing, like we see, people are forcing these types of agendas on kids, thinking that when they grow up, they're going to be a soldier and they're not going to express their emotions. And these kids are human. They're not damn robots. They're not computers where you can program. Okay? They are not artificial intelligence. That's why we have artificial intelligence. So guess what? You can program it exactly how you want. You can have the robot of your dreams, okay? Because that's what y'all really want anyway. A lot of people want fucking robots, okay? Okay? They want to be able to put a code in and keep it, okay, this is how it is. They don't want a human. They don't want something real. They want to be able to dictate every effing thing that a person does, and that's just not realistic. That's not a human. That's a robot. However, she said you forcing this ideology on these boys, and they're growing up, and they have emotions, and their pipes are busting. The pipes is busting with emotions, and when they express themselves, they lash out because they don't know how to express it correctly because nobody never taught them how to unpack emotions, how to unpack hurt. They just said, keep it in yourself. Don't cry about it and take it like a man. And these are human beings. So that is what Johnny's saying. And I agree 100%. And I think this is not only with this, but it goes across the board when you're trying to force something on a kid because you feel like this is going to help. And it most times it turns out the opposite. When you forcing shit, it's so the opposite. And it happens all the time. And I just don't understand why people just not getting it through their thick head. You cannot force shit. So, but they never going to understand. They never going to get it. They always going to want what they want. And sad, we will have these results where these men don't know how to unpack their emotions because nobody never helped them with unpacking their emotions because they felt like it would be gay. They didn't want their son to turn gay by expressing how they feel. They feel like that's feminine. That's some bitch shit. Men don't sit around and talk about how they feel. Fuck your feelings. Take it like a man and shut up. Okay. So thank you, Johnny. Okay. They said my brother got bullied classmates as a child because we were sheltered. Now he's a loose cannon and he bullies his son. I want you to make your babe. Okay. Hurt people. Yep. So do we have any StreamYarders? Let me look. Okay, we don't have any StreamYards. So I want to let you guys know that if you guys want to come up here, feel free to. The StreamYard is at the top. So you guys can call. Sorry about that. You guys can call in and let us know how you guys feel about everything that we're talking about. Okay. All right, so let's continue on and seeing what you guys have to say about everything. So I'm steady looking. Yeah, the pin is at the top. It's at the very top. Okay, it's at the very, very top. So they said that's America though. Let you rack up a bunch of DMs, charges, roam free until y'all kill somebody. Black women, remember what groups of in the Black community that makes you feel safe and protected. Is definitely not the men who want to marry and protect you. They either sexualize you and cheat on you. Remember how other race of women are better and also taking lives. None of these men with platforms never come up and speak on this. So these women in this, they are saying this, and I want to know, do you guys think it's true? She said, Black women, remember, these are the group of people in the Black community that make you feel safe and protected. So she's saying that Black men does not make you feel safe and protected. She is trying to say that Black men, they don't want to marry and protect you. They just want to sexualize you and cheat on you. Do you think that is true? Do you think that's a true statement, or you think she's just lying? How do y'all feel about it? I'm looking in the comment section. People are saying people need to stop telling men not to show their emotions, and this is the outcome. Well, I think D-Lee, it got to go to stop telling boys, because I think it started with the boys, but I guess men still get affected on it too. But yeah, I think it starts at a young age with boys. Nowadays, do you think grown men, do you think they show emotions? I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think grown men show emotions and express their feelings? Okay, she right, they don't. Okay, so like I said, the phone chat is at the bottom. Feel free, to call in or to hit the link. I do not have the phone lines anymore if that's what you guys looking for. I had the phone lines. People were not calling in, so I canceled the phone service. So now we just have StreamYard. People are steady in the comment section. You niggas be too emotional, unavailable. Never want to go get help. It's sickening, okay? So a lot of women are saying unavailable, and it's sickening. Sounds like another case of fatal attraction. Rest in peace. It's amazing how when one Black man does something wrong, all Black men become the enemy until another innocent Black man dies. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Okay, so this Black man says, you know what, it's sad as hell. You know, how when one Black man does it, all the Black men wrong. But is this the case of one Black man? Is this the case? Let us know. And Tranchitus Gallus, I don't care who dragging me. Okay. Don't you bring it to my door. Why bring it to my door? What I got to do with that hoe? Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me start doing some shit. And I thank you for reminding me because I'm sure gonna make it. I'm gonna make it where you can't even say that name in my chat. How about that? How about that? Okay. So comment, let us know what you guys think. Just letting you, Queen, know love out of stress. Well, thank you. But just go flag it. Okay, for harassment, because this point it's harassment. Okay, I'm tired of getting harassed. So let's continue up here. What else are they saying? It says men are way more emotional. Y'all black women need to stop settling for everything walking. It gotta get camped up. Niggas, that's not right in the head. You're still trying to push love on somebody heads that's screwed up. Okay. CC29 says it takes two people to create a black man. So hopefully they raise the black boy to be the black man they want in this world. Okay. So what do you guys think about that? They used to be strong. That is very old fashioned. Black men are supposed to protect and provide their women, but clearly they're not doing that. Clearly they don't want to do it and they ain't doing it. Okay. So feel free to hit that link so we can hear what y'all have to say. Cause I'm trying to do something real quick. Okay. So let me continue on here. So I do have another report that I wanted to talk about. And this is has to do with all these people, these three men and this woman. They put this woman in the cage. She's 40 years old and they kidnapped her. This right here is so sickening how these men and this woman did this woman. Okay, check this out.
On kidnapping charges after an hours-long standoff with Orange County Sheriff's deputies last night. This started yesterday afternoon when a woman was banging on doors on Barnett Place. It's just off Pine Hills Road. She was begging for help, saying that she had been held captive here, saying she had been put in a dog cage in a shed outside a house here. News 6's Brian Didlake has been following the story since last night. He has the latest.
Based on these cases, I don't see anything at this point that I could do and I would be allowed to do that would protect the community or the victim, more importantly, from any unreasonable danger from these defendants.
A judge Sunday granting the state a 48-hour hold for these three men, Damon Trump, Kevin Holmes, and Cortez Jackson. All three are charged with false imprisonment and armed kidnapping. Orange County deputies say the trio of men, along with this woman, Monica Reed, held a woman in her 40s against her will Saturday. Reed facing an additional charge of aggravated battery with a firearm.
Potentially violent situation. Barnett Place.
Deputies say Reed, alongside Trump, Holmes, and Jackson, took a woman against her will at gunpoint, tying her hands with a cord and brought her to this Pine Hills neighborhood. In an arrest report, deputies say once the group got to their destination, they duct taped the woman's hands and feet, and at some point, Reed used a firearm to strike the victim, causing a laceration to the victim's cheek. Investigators say the group tried to learn the victim's address, saying she may have a, quote, potentially stolen item. Restrained, deputies say the group kept the woman in a dog cage in the shed in one of the group's backyards.
Go to your side. Come out the front door.
The group was arrested after an hours-long standoff with Orange County deputies. It's unclear how long the woman was in the cage before deputies arrived or how she escaped attempting to alert neighbors.
I'm going to enter a zero bond at this time.
Your Honor, defense would object, and for record purposes, regardless of the charge, defendants are entitled to monetary bond.
In court, the defense argued for Holmes, Jackson, and Trump, urging the judge to set a bond amount after stating the state did not file a pretrial detention.
I'm sure that we can file one during the week, but given that it is a Sunday and the allegations of this affidavit have multiple co-defendants, we would ask that he be held at no bond.
Again, the judge did ultimately grant the state a 48-hour hold so that state prosecutors have enough time to file a motion for a
All right. So what do you guys think about that? What are your thoughts about that? I can't wait to read what you guys have to say about that. And feel free to hit that link. Now, people are saying, what is wrong with some people? They're sick. That's what's wrong with them. I bet these people are jobless. It needs to be a law for adults to have jobs. Too much idle time. Lord, these people are demons. So no, it's the guys being a thug because he has tattoos. Wow, this world is getting so wicked. They are cannibals. Some people refuse to work. Crazy. That's woman was down with hurting another woman. Just crazy. You can't even help folks these days. Ain't that sad? Ain't that sad? Okay. Man, oh man, I'm telling you, I just want to see this.
Based on these cases, I don't see anything at this point that I could do and I would be allowed to do that will protect the community or the victim, more importantly, from any unreasonable danger from these defendants.
A judge Sunday granting the state a 48-hour hold for these three men, Damon Trump, Kevin Holmes, and Cortez Jackson. All three are charged with false imprisonment and armed kidnapping.
They couldn't do nothing else better with their time. They could not do anything better else with their time.
Starting a business is a risky venture, but that doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
All right, so this is from Fox 35 Orlando.
People that are now charged in that kidnapping. 3 of them appeared before a judge today. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Deborah Cho. Fox 35's Stephanie Buffmonte joined us live from the Orange County Sheriff's Office tonight. And Stephanie, the details of this case are very disturbing.
Deborah, they truly are disturbing. The report describes how the woman was beaten and terrorized as she was locked in that dog cage. She managed to escape. This all happened behind a home in Pine Hills, so she started running around the neighborhood, knocking on doors and windows, begging for someone to help her. That's the knock Tony Stanislaus heard on his back window. His girlfriend saw a woman outside.
But when we came out here, there was no sign that anyone ever was back here.
But he later learned from deputies the knock was from a woman who had escaped a kidnapping just a few houses away from his Pine Hills home.
You're under the impression that she had to have jumped this fence here.
Correct.
That's a pretty big fence.
When you're trying to run for your life, you're trying to save your life, you will do whatever you need to do.
According to the arrest affidavit, the suspects abducted the woman. Her kidnappers duct taped her hands, feet, and her mouth, and then put her in a dog cage inside the shed behind the house near Barnett Place and Esmeralda Drive.
The fact that a human being was treated as, an animal, especially in this heat, like a movie.
Damn, in a heat?
It sounds like one of those movies that someone wrote a script for. This is real life. What are we doing?
Time out. So you mean to tell me this black woman was in the heat? In 100-degree weather heat in Florida with tape around her mouth and a dog cage, y'all. Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? Is that right? Can you imagine being stuck in the damn heat with stuck tape in that heat? Now, I don't know. That's crazy. That is crazy. Clearly, they didn't think this out. I don't know. I would think heat, and that tape ain't gonna work well together. All that sweat, that moisture is gonna get on that tape unless you wrap that tape really, really good. That's some good ass tape to wrap her mouth because all that sweat and that water, man, that's bananas. Yes, it's a lot going on. Okay, poor woman. She could have died of heat stroke. Yeah, but they didn't care. Change my name, Gigi. Yeah, Keisha. All right. So let's keep on going on.
Deputies say they got a call from another neighbor saying the woman knocked on their door, pleading for help because she was being held against her will and just escaped. That sparked a 6-hour standoff outside of the home Saturday. Deputies saving the woman and eventually taking the suspects into custody. We saw one person with his hands in zip ties. These are the 4 people arrested: Monica Reed, Damon Trump, Kevin Holmes, and Cortez Jackson. They're facing several charges, including armed kidnapping, false imprisonment with a weapon, and aggravated battery with a firearm for pistol whipping the woman. 3 of them made a first appearance in court today Thursday. Deputies say they kidnapped her because they believed she had information about a stolen item.
It's a bit heartbreaking, you know, and to know that it's so close, you never know what's going on, you know, but, you know, I thank God that she was saved.
Deputies say when they found that woman, she had minor injuries. We're still working to learn how she was able to escape those horrific conditions. Reporting live in Orlando, Stephanie Buffmonte, Fox 35 News.
Are
you sick?
They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. So I wanted to see what they're saying in the comment section over at Fox. They said, luckily, the woman escaped with her life. There's no reason these criminals should ever leave jail. And I agree. How long do you think they should be in jail? Can you guys give me a sentence? How long do you think these men should stay in jail? Would you give them 10 years? Would you give them 20? Life? How would you guys plead? It says unbelievable to treat another human being this way is just sickening. I hope she recovers and heals completely. Of course, there's one female trafficker. Okay. Kidnapping, false imprisonment, assault, torture, every single charge should be applied. No plea offers, no mercy, no parole. Demons with no human heart. A woman is among that pack. Unbelievable. Yeah, a lot of people are shocked that that woman is amongst them. Good thing the state attorney was fired, or they have been going to let go. That dude said it right. What the hell are going on? The Black community needs to start rising. Okay. Human trafficking. Okay. Yeah. So what are y'all thoughts about this? I would love for you guys to call in and let us know. 15 years, you know what? 15 years ain't enough for me. 15 years ain't enough for me. I'm going to need them to do more years than that. I'm going to need them to do more years than that. Let me call some of my people. Let me see if somebody up. Let me see if somebody up. Okay. Okay. Since y'all not calling in, I'm going to have to call out. Okay. All right. So let's go back here. Let's go back here. So we talked about that. I got to play it just a little bit.
A woman shot to death inside a Northwest Florida Home Depot.
That's
County
sad.
Sheriff Chip Simmons says
you're not even safe at Home Depot no more. Ain't that something? You're not safe nowhere. You're not safe anywhere. Okay. So let's go here. It says, how do we call in? Well, look up shows. At the top, there's a link, and you click that link, and that link is going to take you to StreamYard where you guys can talk in. Hey, Divine. Hey, Divine. You going to come with me to my next live, Divine? Okay. Okay. And just to let you guys know, I do have another live that's going to be set for in a couple of minutes. Okay. All right. Don't do it, Gigi. The entire planet needs new leadership. America is confronted by their own personal creator. Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys and let you guys know what's going on out here. And it's just mind blowing. So I'm going to wait till you guys to come on to see if you guys want to talk about this. I want to give some people some time to come up here to say their piece about what's going on with these men killing these women at Home Depot. She's working here trying just to do right. She's not being a hooker. She's not being a whore. And even though whores and hookers, they need respect too. But she was doing the right thing, just working a regular job at Home Depot. And the 20-year-old man came at her job to gun her down. How crazy is that? You're not even safe at your job. Frozen babe, how you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I missed you earlier, but I'm glad I got you now.
Yeah, I know. I saw about that.
Yes, Noon said, thank you. Yes, honey, I always keep you informed on important topics. I always keep you informed on real news, okay? Remember, Here is where you get the real news, okay, about what's going on in your community around the world, okay? Okay. Now, Frozen Babe, what are your thoughts about this?
The one with the lady was caged up.
Well, we can talk about that one, or we can talk about the this girl at Home Depot. You pick and you just go with it.
I'm gonna start with like the first one. I'm gonna say like it's unfortunate that it happened, but what I noticed was that it was 4 people, and like out of the 4 people, it was a woman that was involved, and like it just shows you that the devil, it don't come in no certain faces, because for you to be a woman and to like see these men do this to her while you're in front of them and don't like have no mercy or anything, all because y'all got some information wrong. Like she didn't deserve it. And I'm just grateful like that she got away as fast as she did. And like for the weather to be as high as it was, thank God that she didn't, die, because that would have been a murder charge. And it'll be even worse than what it was,
Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of people were taken back that another woman was involved. Are you
right?
Are you taken back that another woman was involved? I know I wasn't, but
yeah, that's what I really had noticed. I'm like, is that another female? Like, oh my God, that's crazy, son. I guess like they had to pay her or something like that, or like to probably lure her in or something like that, because that was just crazy. Like I didn't understand it. I just didn't. But I'm glad that she got away and she got the help,
Right. And for the people out there, I want to know, were you guys shocked that another woman was involved in this case, during this kidnapping? Press 1 if you are shocked that another woman would be involved. Press 5 if you are not shocked, because some women can be your worst enemy. Some women can be your worst enemy.
Right.
Women are not a monolith. All women are not the same. They don't have each other back. All Black men are not the same. They don't have each other back. And I think it's a false agenda that's been pushed out here that everybody is the same and everybody having it back. That would get you effed up. If you around thinking that if you a woman and you thinking every woman is going to look out for your best interests, honey, I pray for you, okay? Because you're going to get set up by that woman, okay? You better have
That's why I don't trust nobody.
You got to look
I don't trust no females. You're not about to get me to come out
about their genitalia or their skin color. Your own Black people will set you up. Just because they Black does not mean they're going to have your best interests at heart. They will set you up too. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Some people say she might have been a ringleader. She was probably one that befriended the girl to get set up.
Right. That's what I just said. Like she probably had befriended her, got close to her, invited her out, and then it just happened.
That's how it normally goes down.
I don't trust nobody. Like my female circle is very, very, very small.
You bet not. So tell me this. What were your thoughts about the Home Depot?
Oh wow.
Do you want me to let you know what happened?
Yeah. I just know like he came up and talked to her, right? What else happened?
Yeah. Escambia County Sheriff Chip Simmons says
she was at her job, minding her business, working, and she was living an honest life, Frozen Babe, and it, like I said, it's no shade to prostitutes, but she wasn't out here doing anything. She wasn't going to Dubai because, people have a dislike for people that go to Dubai. But this man, and they said it was personal. He does know her. They do have a relationship. They didn't confirm if they were into a relationship, but something was there. He went there and gunned her down in front of everybody. Can you imagine that? You're working at your job. This nigga come here to take you out of here. No talking. Just pull the pow, pop, 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 pop. And then runs off.
Wow. They caught him, right?
No, he turned himself in. They said, I guess he ran out of places to go. So he ended up just turning himself in. But he was going to try to get away with it.
Wow. I want to ask you, like, was it personal? But you say they did have a type of relationship or friendship?
Yeah, it was personal. They knew each other.
That's unfortunate that like it happened to her. You know, it never like really came something to her that it was gonna happen to her. I guess like it just happened surprisingly. You know, rest her peace and soul. You know, wow, this is crazy. Like you just don't know.
We have Look Up Above. Hey, Look Up Above. How you doing?
I'm doing good. And yourself? Can you hear me
Good.
clearly?
I can hear you real clear. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful that you joined this conversation, and we
ma'am.
would love to have your take on this.
Absolutely. You know, I've talked on one of your lives before. My name is Candace.
Candace, thank you, Candace.
Yes. And you know, I just think with me being an older woman, I'm 37. And I think we take for granted really these people's mental health because no sane person is going to walk into a Home Depot and shoot a girl that he used to deal with. I don't care what it's for. Number one is the first thing is whatever happened, is it worth her life? Is it worth a murder charge and you throwing your life away? I mean, people just throwing their lives away like it's a grain of rice. Your life is worth it. It's important. There's a purpose. And I just think that society, we're missing out on our purpose. We're losing our souls. We are just, oh gosh, we need to take it all the way back. I don't know what your personal beliefs are. I am a Christian. And I believe we need to take it all the way back to Jesus and start with self-esteem and worth. Because nobody should make you that mad, especially somebody that you're dating, that should make you that mad that you ready to lose your freedom over, that you ready to go through judgment from God over, because murder is serious. Okay. I understand being hurt. I've been hurt. Believe me. I don't want to roll up on some people. But my self-esteem and my life is too important. I think about my job and me wanting to excel in my job. What I'm gonna do? I mean, look, granted, there is life after a bad record, but still, you just making your life harder for somebody that ain't gonna even. They're not even serious about their life. So, you know, I don't care if she stole from them. I don't care if she did anything else besides attempting to take his life. Is the only reason why he should have shot her. Is if his life was in danger and she was the person getting ready to kill him. I just don't know what's going on now. People just throwing their lives away. Your life is worth living. My God, these 19, 20-year-olds dying, going to jail. Your life ain't even begun.
Seems like he probably been to jail before and he just didn't care. You know, and he's like, fuck it.
And maybe they seen their daddy do it. My daddy did it. My daddy did it. So
possibly. I'm just saying, any young people out there that's listening, and I know I'm not super old. I guess I'm still considered young. I'm not midlife. I'm 37. Your life is worth living. Whatever you're going through, trust me, it gets better. Don't just throw it all up in the air and throw it away because things not working out right now. Things will work out. Just give it some time.
Yeah, I think that people have different worlds and people have different perspectives. And I think maybe, I don't know him, but he feel like, to me, it seemed like he want love. And he don't know how to get the love. When he thought that this girl loved him, and when he got his heart broke, he didn't know how to process that. So he lashed out in violence.
I've been broken to pieces. I've been broken to
but you know, they say it's different from a man getting his heart broken than a woman.
True.
So, and everybody process it differently. Just because you are mature enough to process it doesn't mean the next person is.
Very true.
So,
You're
You know,
absolutely
I
correct with
think
that.
also with that, with society pressuring you, you got to be in a relationship. You know,
Mhm.
it's like you're validated, you're important if you're in a
Mhm.
relationship versus having self love, finding out who you are and what you want out of life. And
Absolutely.
even if you want a relationship, you know, I think you got to be okay with the pros and cons, knowing that it can end. You know,
Mhm.
relationships are not perfect.
That's
Are you
right.
going to be okay if this person leaves you and don't want to be with you? Even though they tell you, "Oh, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. I don't want nobody but you." That's the shit people just say. And
Right.
people really eat that up and take it like this is you going to be with me for the rest of my life. That's what you said. Now,
Mhm.
why you gonna break up with me just because I cheated on you? I don't care. You
Mhm.
said you was gonna stay with me.
Mhm.
So, and I don't know. I'm not making an excuse. What he did was horrible. But I think
Mhm.
sometimes people deal with abandonment issues. And
Yeah,
when
they do.
somebody abandoned them again, they feel like I'd rather kill myself.
That's
And if I'm
right.
gonna kill myself, I'm gonna hurt you too.
That's
Because
right.
that shit hurts, you
Yeah.
know, to have somebody that you care about abandon you. And I
Yeah.
understand that you said that, you know, oh, this life is perfect. This is this in life. But that's your perspective. They may not
Right.
see it like that. Some
I
people,
understand that.
they say
I do.
that, you know, once all of your loved ones is gone, what is there to live for?
Right.
Some people have that mentality where if all of my loved ones got in a
Right.
bad car wreck, they will want to leave their self or leave the earth because they'll be so depressed. Like, what am I here for? My whole
Mhm.
family, my whole world is gone.
Mhm.
But it goes to processing those emotions and processing how, you know, depression. And people don't have those
They
tools
don't have those
and the
mechanisms.
know-how to do
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
because society does not help people in these situations.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I agree 100%. Please, everybody out there, don't think that I'm talking down on you or think I've done I've done some therapy and I do self-help therapy from time to time. Okay, I'll get me a book and I go through chapter 1, chapter 2, honey. I fill them questions out, I answer them, honey, and I give myself some good old therapeutic therapy. I'm just throwing that out there for anybody who I try to, use these positive mechanisms, coping mechanisms that I have. You don't have to have a ton of money or even have health insurance to do self-help therapy. But I do understand what you're saying. Some people don't even have those tools. They don't even have a
They
foundation.
don't have the tools. It's
Right.
almost, have you ever ran across a young person and they mumbled? And
Yes.
it's like, articulate, speak up.
Mhm.
They don't
Mhm.
have the tools to do so. So they can't just understand and get what you're saying, and they can't just start articulating and speaking
Absolutely.
up. It's like, huh?
Right.
That's work to learn to
Absolutely.
articulate and talk proper.
So
You know,
true.
that's work. That's training. You know, that's going to take
Mhm.
time. You can't get that overnight.
Right. That's absolutely correct. I want to say one last thing is that there is a single element, even to being in a relationship, in a long-term relationship. You are still a single individual person in a sense, if that makes any sense. You can be joined together with someone by marriage or relationship, common law, for years and years and years, but there is still an individual aspect to yourself that we should, maintain, like
I
self-discipline.
agree, but they
Mhm.
don't see it like that. They feel that if I'm with you, you my everything. You
Right.
my everything. And they look at you like you supposed to make me happy.
Right.
That's your job. When I'm
Yes,
hurting,
yes. And
you
like you got
supposed
kids with
to
them. Oh my God,
make
it's
it
even
better
worse.
for me. You're my doctor. You're my
They start to
everything.
worship a
We stuck the
person.
groove. If I'm depressed, I want you to be depressed. Why you not depressed? Why the
Right.
fuck you happy? Why
Ooh,
you
this
happy and I'm up here
too deep.
depressed?
This
Huh?
is getting too deep, girl. People, yeah. Woo, make sure you figure out
You
who you
sitting up
can.
here laughing at me, and I'm sitting up here
Right.
depressed.
Right.
How you think that make me feel?
That's right.
I'm going through some shit right now.
Mm-mm.
So
You're absolutely correct. And you definitely bring a different perspective to the way that I think, and I really appreciate that. You're absolutely
I'm here
correct.
for you.
But we got to stop putting our faith in people. People are failable. They're going to fail. They're going to make mistakes. We got to stop putting our faith in people. We also got to stop expecting perfection. It's a lot that's going on with this generation about social media.
Yeah. So can I talk about that for a second? You
ma'am.
said
Yes,
stop
ma'am.
putting your faith in people. Well, you know, it's hard when you grow up
Yeah, it
and
is. It's
you
very
have
hard, you know.
somebody that they push that on you. Well, you can always count on me. I'm always gonna be on her for you. Yes, that's what real family does. We always gonna be there for each other. You know, your woman's supposed to always be down for you. You know, that's what it is. You know, y'all supposed to be together to death do y'all part. So it's pushed that in a relationship, you supposed to have you depend on them, have faith on them. So it's like that. A lot of people identity is based on relying on that other person.
Right.
So I agree with you. I think that's very healthy to have your own individual, but that is not what's pushed in the home.
Absolutely. And I just want to tell to everybody out there listening, Jesus is always waiting with welcome with open arms to yoke up with you and work with you and fight on your behalf and will never fail you. And I'm gonna leave it like that. I love all of you guys. God bless.
Thank you. And I appreciate you. I'm so glad you came up here.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. All right. So we're going to let her go. And just like her, you can come up here and speak. We would like for you to speak so we can hear your thoughts on it. So Frozen Babe, what's your thoughts on the Home Depot?
My second opinion.
Well, you didn't really talk about the Home Depot that much. You talk about the kidnapping. But if you're done with it, then you're done with it. You have any questions for me about the case? What's your thoughts? Ask me questions, child. You know I like when you ask me questions. I like when people ask me questions about cases.
I mean, like, what do you think, like, transpired before, like, she got to work? Do you think made him to just, you know, because it seemed like he planned it out from what it looks like. He just came up there normally and he knew, I guess, like, he'd been there before for him to just know where she worked at. Like, what do you think transpired before, you know, that day for him to come up there?
I think sometimes with guys, it don't even happen that day. Sometimes it could be something that happened last week and they're not over that shit and they still thinking about that shit. And especially if she said, I'm done with you, please don't hit me up. And he's calling her and she's not responding, or if she blocked him, that's just going to piss him off even more if he don't have access to her.
Right. Yes, I noticed that too.
They will show up on your ass unannounced and act the fuck out, okay? Because they are processing it and they're like, you're dead to me. And if you're dead to them, then they don't want you to be accessible to anybody else. And I don't know if he was talking to his homeboys about it, but if his homeboys was talking to him like, damn, yeah, she really played you. Damn, I would fuck her ass up. I wouldn't, you know, because you know how niggas talk. That will only incite him even more. We don't know if he's on drugs, because if he's on drugs and something, that's going to make him feel like Superman. He can do anything, you know? So I think it was one of those things. I just know that when you ignore them, they feel entitled. Yeah, they feel entitled. Like, who the fuck, you know, they gonna make you know it.
Oh my God. Do you think like he didn't have to take it so far as to like mudding her? Like, do you think that's what his plan was from the jump, was to do that? Like, you think he couldn't just give her like a scene? Like, you know how men just come up there and like just argue or put their hands on her? Like, do you think that was his motive? Was like,
he did that before. He argued with her. Argue with her. She wasn't hearing it. She want to move on now. She changed up on him.
And that's like what caused him to.
You don't think they argue? They probably argue down. But this time she was serious. She ain't want nothing to do with him. She wanted to move on.
But like, I'm not blaming her, but you know, with it being a big, business. Like if it was arguing, like why didn't nobody call out the security? Like that's
They
like,
didn't argue. He came in there with the shots.
oh,
He
so he
was
just walked
direct.
in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking like he came up there, she knew that was him, and like they had like a nice little talk, and then
I'm
like it
saying they
escalated.
argued prior till she
Oh.
probably told him, stop calling me, I'm blocking you, leave me alone.
And then he
Yeah,
got
they
fed
like to
up.
hit you with a surprise because they be thinking about that shit all day long. What they gonna do, how they gonna do. You are dead to them. You dead to them. That bitch dead to me.
Or
She
like
dead to
he
me.
didn't want
On
nobody else
God.
to have her.
On God, she dead to me. On God, you dead to me. Okay. And then, they already rehearsed in their mind how they gonna take you out. And so in their mind, you are already gone. So they just have to follow up, and that's what they intend to do.
That's crazy. Like I wouldn't tell nobody like where I work at or what.
Well, you gotta realize she
That's
was in a
crazy.
situation with him. She trusted this man.
Right.
At one point, she probably cared about this man. She may not know that he was this crazy. He was this tick. Maybe in the process of being in a relationship with him or getting to know him, she realized, you know what, this is not for me. He is really on something, and I just want to get away with it. I remember I was, entertaining this guy, and he was like a model type. And we've talked prior, and he comes off so confident and everything. But one day we was just hanging out and whatever, and he just seemed like lonely, girl. Like he looked at me fucking weird, like he was staring at me, like like a
What?
stare. Yeah, like
Okay.
an awkward, crazy stare, like an obsessed stare. And then he was just going in and out of emotions, talking about he wanted to take himself out of here. He's depressed, and I'm looking like I'm scared of and I don't got nothing against the depressed people, but that'd be scaring me when a man tell me he's depressed and he want to take himself out of here, because I'm like, shit, he want to take my ass out here first. Okay. And I don't want to die. So I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get this nigga out, without hurting his feelings. Because when the last thing you want to do is hurt their feelings, you don't want to trigger them, because a lot of men are very sensitive and they're fragile. So meaning that the little slightest thing you do to a man, it can trigger them because they're very fragile. Masculinity is fragile. Okay. It can break. If you look at it too hard, that masculinity would break and they would start to bitch out. Okay. So I'm glad I did. And I think he'll go tick tick boom. Shit. And sometimes I do know, because I think I used to be one of those type of girls that you see a broken man and you want to fix him. You feel like you can be the girl that can help this broken man. You feel like you can be the one that can put the pieces together. So sometimes people get involved with people wanting to help because, like me, I like to please and I like to help people. And it just makes me feel, I don't know. I don't know why it makes me feel this way, but I don't feel this way anymore. This is how I used to feel, that by me helping this man, it made me feel good. It's the weirdest thing. I don't even have to get nothing from this nigga. It's just that I make him happy. It's weird as fuck. He could talk to me about anything. I don't feel that way anymore. Fuck that shit. But sometimes if you get in a situation like that, and then sometimes it can never be enough. And you try your best to please them, and it's like it's never enough. And they want so much from you, and it continues to drain you. And it's like, if you do anything for yourself now you're being selfish. And it's like everything, even if they do some hypocritical shit and you point that out, oh, you're just trying to be argumentative, or you're just trying to be combative. Oh my God, you're just being against me. You're like everybody else.
Aggressive.
So, once you get into the beast and you're in the belly of the beast and you guys in it deep, and then he started pulling that shit on you, I'd be so damn scared, because then when you pull back, oh, you gonna leave me too? fuck you, and it's like, damn, okay, he said, fuck me. Now, this man is used to me running after him. This man is used to me pleasing him, and he's going to expect that same type of treatment. So when you stop doing that and running after him, he's really going to get pissed off and feel like, nah, fuck you. You fake as fuck. You acting different now. You wasn't like this before. You must be fucking somebody else because
that's what they be saying.
why you
too.
changing? So it's like, fuck, what the fuck I do? I should fuck you up right now because I know you doing some shit. Because you acting different. Why you acting different? And you gonna let me just leave you? You gonna let me walk out this door? Huh? Yeah, I know you fucking somebody. I should knock your ass out right now. So what the fuck you gonna do? Baby, please, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that to nobody. Okay, I understand. Now he got you where you want. He can control you. He can manipulate your ass. And he know you a scary bitch. You ain't gonna do shit. So he gonna keep punking your ass. Because what a bully does, a bully ain't gonna stop. A bully gonna keep on talking and doing shit. Just like a motherfucking bully gonna keep on wanting to talk about me because they motherfucking bullies. Okay? Yes.
You something else, I swear.
See,
But you
29
have some
said,
good
no, I'm gonna be the
punches, though,
crazy one. Gigi, you having flashback? Hell yeah, I've been through a lot. Y'all. Y'all just don't know. Okay.
I had my friend to pop-ups with guys, and they just like be on some weird shit. It's like, damn, I didn't do nothing to you. Like, what's the problem? You gonna come in and like kick down my door? Like, what's the issue? And then like, what are you going to do?
The issue is you're not
Giving
being
them
obedient. You're not doing what you supposed to do.
Right.
You're not living up to their expectations. So therefore, they're going to have an issue because they expect something from you. And if you're not going to deliver that, then they're going to feel like they have to do something to make you do it.
Or get like their attention. Like with the shit with Blueface just said the other day. He said, you're under me, under my program. You're ran by me. Like, if you don't like this program, like, you can get the fuck on. I was like, damn, so like you really want a dog. Like, you want somebody to sit down,
Of
say whatever you
course.
say.
He's been telling her that. Yes.
Like, but then
wants
again, it's
you.
like the niggas that were living in the generation now, like, if we don't do the fuck they say, they act a fool or do pop-ups and like unfortunately do shit like what just happened with that girl. Like, it's just crazy. So you expect me really to not listen, like, just not to have my own opinion? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense.
I think it's not. It does to me. It makes sense.
Like, what the hell?
Makes sense. To me, it makes sense. And I just want to put out, all men are not like that. I've had experience, and I tell you, it is some nice men out here that all they do, they want to please women. I just need them to please more outside the bedroom. I don't give a fuck about in the bedroom because I believe in the patriarchy when it comes to in the bedroom. But outside the bedroom, that's when I want you to do whatever the fuck I say. Okay. Okay. But you say it does not make any sense. And I say, if you look at history tells us that women didn't have any identity. You get your identity through your man. Your whole existence was making your man happy. Even if you disagree with his mindset, you never let that show. If your man says he believes in that, then guess what? You believe in that too. It's no if, what's, and about it. Your whole job is to make that man life easier. Your whole job is to support that man. Okay. And that was the role and the place of women in history. So some men still hold on to that. And I was reading a post and I was looking at like an old school movie because I like to watch old school period pieces.
Me too.
And they were saying that, men supposed to be the providers and all, protectors and stuff. And then he was like, so what do women bring to the table? Well, back in the day, women used to bring their virginity because virginity was worth so much back in those days. Virginity was everything, and back in those days, it was like, we give you, and it's ownership. The man owns you. He's the only one that's been inside you. And that's, I guess, it's like a ritual of owning you, that it's mine. That's, my property in a sense, my wife. And in turn, she gets my protection. In turn, she gets my money, you know? However, we don't live in those days. That world is gone in America, in the Western. That's not how we live. We live in a different world. But I think it's so many people, they want to live in the past, and we're not in the past. So I think that's troubling, and that's a problem when you're trying to make a world that has already died and you're trying to revive it. It's not going to get revived. Okay. Nothing can ever be repeated. So yeah.
Yeah, but like it still feels like it's kind of like still in them days where dudes just think like, you know, if you fucking with me, it's only me, and you have to go by my rules, and if they don't,
but a lot of men don't
it's
feel
a
that way.
consequence
Some
for it,
men may
you
feel
know?
that way, but I promise you, a lot of men do not feel that way. A lot of men don't even think that way. I promise you.
I wish like I knew that, but
Yeah, a lot of men
guys
don't.
have games like they try to play everything is cool until you
Every
decide to
man.
not fuck with them anymore,
Yeah,
and
but
like
every
that's
man
when they
is
real
not like
colors
that.
show.
Yeah, some men are, but every man is not like that. Gigi, now we all know history repeats itself for real, for real. It repeats this way, but not in the same way. Candace, it will repeat this way, possibly, but it's in a different frame. And you have to remember, this is the West, okay? And can you tell me something that has repeated itself exactly the same way? We have technology, the years, and we are in 2023. Times are different. Black people are not going back into slavery. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Gay people are not going back in the closet. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. In order for it to go back, it has to be a war. It's going to be a war. It's going to be bloodshed before it goes back. So, and if it does be a war and a lot of bloodshed, you're not going to experience it. Maybe the next 4 generations will experience it, but you're not going to experience it. And we don't even know if America can survive a war. I mean, of course, we think America is strong, but shit, you know, I feel like this. I feel like every country have its time to run its course. This is America's time, but people have already rumored and predicted that America will fall and China will have its turn. It's just a matter of time. So, you know,
That's crazy. Wow.
but it's realistic. I mean, did you think America always had the most power? They didn't. At one point, they say England was. At another point, it was other places. So they all have its turn.
This is unfortunate, you know, like things like that had to happen, especially like when you're at work and you're just working, like somebody's come behind you and just take your life. Like it's just weird. And now her family, her mother and her father had to like, you know, go through the process of losing their daughter. Like it's just sad. And like if they had any kids or she had a daughter or any kids at all, like it's just sad. Like it makes you be more aware and like be more careful of your surroundings. It's just bullshit. I just don't understand it. The devil is just always working, no matter what. It doesn't have a race or a color on it. It just happens, and it's unfortunate that we all have to live through this survival mode every day. It doesn't make any sense to me, but you know, God said things like this will happen in last days. So you know, it's crazy.
I mean, when it comes to this, it's been happening, but I think that's why it's so important to do history. I understand that people, you know, they have their own beliefs, but history, I mean, you think this is the only person that these men, if you think men today were something, you need to go look back how men were in the past. I mean,
I know it was horrible.
They thought that a woman lied, they will burn you at the stake. Like you would get killed based on rumors. Do you understand? Like rumors can get you killed. They don't have any proof. You know, nowadays we all on social media, we spread rumors about each other like it's nothing. Back in the day, if they hear rumors about you, that can get you taken out of here. They don't ask no questions. If enough a group of people may dislike you in that town, you're going to get out of here. You know, you have to have the utmost respect with powerful people. They can just take you out of here just on a say so, because the dynamic with power and weak were so, it was not equal at all. It was very far, you know? And they say it's still, and today on the East, that China, I mean, not China, but India, that, you know, they have their, I guess, tiers, like the rich stay with the rich can never be with the poor, and vice versa. Like you cannot, you know, like in America, you can be poor one day and you can be rich the next day. And so
Right.
they won't allow that. So, you know, it's so many worlds within this world. So yeah.
It's unfortunate that happened to her. Like, I just didn't even. I had saw it on. I don't read the news because every time I look on the news, it's always like negative stuff. So I stopped watching it, and like people would just be like, you know, have you heard? I'm like, no, I didn't. I don't watch news anymore. So like, you know,
when I look at it, I feel like this. I feel like, I don't know. I'm looking at both of the fucking parents. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right. That's
I'm
what I
like,
said. You know,
I wish her father would had checked this man or met this man and had good discernment. You know, I wish her father was there. And for him, I wish he had a father in his life that taught him the right way. And maybe he had a father, I don't know, I doubt it. But I wish they both had father figures in their life. I wish she had a father that told her, or showed her rather, how a man's supposed to treat a woman based on how her father treated her mother.
yeah, but
And I
you
think,
know, some females have. You just never know. Like everything, you could probably do have both parents, and you probably do have like that daddy and daughter relationship, or that father and son relationship, and like all of a sudden you meet that girl or that guy for your daughter or son, and like all of a sudden just like one day something happens, and like you don't ever know the backstory of relationship, because nowadays kids don't really be open about their relationship to their parents, because they know that if daddy finds out, he's gonna, you know, do something about it. So they don't, it's most of them being scared. So it happens for some people, but a father nowadays is like, that's a good thing. But sometimes when it comes to their kids' relationship, they're not as open, you know, with their parents as they should be
that's
about the relationship.
unfortunate.
And
Yeah.
it's crazy
So
that it's like that, you know?
I wish that, well, let's rephrase it. I wish she had a father that would give her space to be open and to have space and vulnerability to say, hey, dad, I'm interested in this boy. Not a typical father where you can't even express how you feel. To me, that is not a healthy relationship. And we see those time and time again. I had that type of relationship with my father where he was so strict. I would never go to my father about anything because you already know the answer and he's always going to be the same and he's never going to waver and he's going to feel like I'm a child. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So, you know, it's a challenge when you have those type of stubborn parents. And to me, I don't think they're the best. Okay. At all. Okay.
Right. Did they ever like, this like just happened today, or they haven't, like, has the police did like a press report or anything like that on an ongoing case, or you don't know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
That's
sad. It is. Rest her soul in peace. I swear.
Yeah. But I would love to talk about it more. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to do another topic in this realm. So I hope that you guys all join me. I have to do another live about some personal stuff. Yeah. Frozen, you can join me because it's gonna be kind of personal. So yeah.
My notification was on too. So yeah.
For what one? For this one or that one?
The 11:45 one. Yeah, for both of them.
Okay. All right. Well, I love you guys. Peace out. And if you guys like us doing topics like this, please show your support by liking this video and sharing. And I also is going to have a Facebook. Now I'll tell you guys about my Facebook and Instagram tomorrow. All right. So until then, I will see you guys on another upload. DJ, turn it up.
No.